Hi, welcome to this Pick a Card Tarot reading. My name is Gabby Turner and I'm glad to have you today. We're going to be asking the question, what will they say when they reach out soon? So I am having a feeling that some people are watching this are going to have a message soon from the person on your mind. And so this is just giving you a heads up on what that communication is going to be consisting of. We do have 3 options for you to choose from in this Pick a Card reading. All of these are cards that are taken from the Star Power Tarot deck. And option number 1 is the Devil. The Devil keeps coming up in my Pick a Card options lately when I'm using tarot for the options. But anyway, option number 2 is the Hermit, and option number 3 is the Magician. And for those of you who are interested, I'm also just going to do like a general message at the beginning. So before I get into each of these 3 groups, just a general message. And there will be a timestamp for that below, as well as for all 3 options. The timestamps will be listed by the number, as well as the name of the card. So group 1, the Devil, group 2, Hermit, group 3, Magician. You'll find those timestamps below. And if you'd like, of course, you can listen to the general message, which will just be kind of like a spiritual, what do we need to know right now type of a thing. And with that said, I hope that you enjoy your reading. Let me know in the comments if you do. Feel free to leave a tip if you've especially got something helpful out of it. And you can also check out my links for personal readings if that's something that you're interested in. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you at your reading. Hello, welcome to those of you who have chosen to listen to the general guidance portion. So this is just, I'm just opening it up here to see what our spirit guides kind of want us to know. And I was prompted to do this because the Devil card has shown up in a couple of the readings that I've done lately, where I have used tarot cards as the opening pick a card option, you know, because I use different things. Lately I've been using tarot cards more, but sometimes I will use goddess cards or crystal cards or whatever. So I'm wondering, the Devil card is not an altogether bad card, you know, like it has a nuance to it, but it is also related to Capricorn energy. And Capricorn is an energy of ambition and achievement. It can be a card of like, or a sign rather, the sign of Capricorn can be a sign of having to proceed with a lot of limitations and burdens and responsibilities. So it is interesting just in general that that sign correlates with the card of the Devil, because Capricorn is a very materialistic sign, but it's also a sign that we would think of as very hardworking, someone who can, I would say like, you know, maybe in terms of addiction or materialism, Capricorn can be a bit of a workaholic. Achievement-aholic, perhaps. So maybe that's part of what we're getting at here. Spirit guides tell us what is going on. So we have the Moon card. So it could be, in general, why is this vibe with us? We have the Moon card, and as I'm recording this, we have, I may not post it exactly when I record it, but I'm recording it around the time of a lunar eclipse. I think I might be a day or 2 before the lunar eclipse, but... And it's interesting, in this Moon card, she is holding a pentacle, which is earth sign energy. So that's not normal, or usual, I should say, for the Moon card to depict a pentacle. But here are all these stars. But what she has is a pentacle. I feel like there's something here about trying to bridge the gap between what seems impossible, like having an impossible dream, you know? We can't reach the stars. But here she has in her hand a pentacle, which has like, you know, a drawing of a star shape on it, right? So it's like trying to find something in the material world that somehow mimics or can take the place of something more spiritual, ethereal, out of reach. And maybe experiencing, because this is the moon card, a sort of sense of melancholy because of that contrast of like, okay, this isn't exactly what I'm looking for. Like, you know, I guess to summarize it, it's like looking for spiritual fulfillment, heavenly fulfillment, and settling for what the earth plane offers, because there's a feeling of, well, I can't quite grasp that spiritual fulfillment. And so I'll settle for what the devil can offer, you know, so to speak. Yeah, we have the Four of Swords. Like there is a feeling here of, I'm trying to make peace with the circumstances of reality. Reality is what it is. You know, I'm not walking the celestial planes. I'm not in the astral realm. I'm not in heaven walking the streets of gold. I'm out here on these damn streets, you know, that are not made of gold. And I'm just doing the best that I can, right? So it's like, how do we, you know, how do we lean into the earth that we're actually walking in when we know that there is something spiritually greater out there? There's a tension between those two things. We try to capture our world around us. We take our little Instagram photos or whatever. We try to appreciate our lives, right? Nothing wrong with that. But somehow it doesn't totally fulfill us, or there's an empty or fleeting sense of fulfillment in this earthly realm. It's hard to hold on to, it's hard to grasp, and yet we're trying to get that sense of hope and inspiration and, again, spiritual fulfillment when what we're having are things that are not spiritual. We're having earthly things, we're having worldly things. I don't know if there is an easy answer to this, but this is the sort of tension that we're facing. How do I bridge the gap? There's an anxiety here among those of us watching this, Page of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. I can appreciate the material reality in which I'm living. I'm trying to appreciate it. I'll even take photos of it, right? You know, like I appreciate it. But how do I merge the gap that I sense, that there's some sort of gap between this physical reality and what is the greater significance of life? Like what does life mean? What do these objects around me mean? You know, what does the physical world around me mean within the context of there is a greater truth, there is a greater reality? There's a strong desire to bridge that gap in some way, or like make some sort of meaning. It's like you have a sentence, there's a subject and a verb. The subject would be the material reality, maybe the verb would be the spiritual reality, but you're like, there are some other words missing in this sentence, like it's not quite joining all together to make a sort of cohesive statement. We're seeking some sort of cohesive statement on life. What the F is life? Okay? What is life? We're trying to make meaning of life. That's what it is. Page of Wands. And our spirit guides are like, haha. You are the one who does that. You make the meaning of life. You're asking, what is the meaning of life? Life is what you make of it. There's the sun and the moon in the background, but she has them on the palms of her hands as well. And our hands are symbolic of our ability to manifest and to make and shape the world. So our spirit guides are saying it's interesting that you're having this melancholy of feeling that you can't quite grasp what is the meaning of life when you yourself are the one who is shaping life into being. You are doing it. The person walking down the sidewalk next to you is doing it. Everyone is shaping life into meaning. And so if what you're putting into your shaping of reality is melancholy, if you're saying life is full of melancholy, life is an incomplete version of some greater spiritual reality, then that's the truth that you're choosing to make of it. You know, you could go on an adventure here, jump through the window into a different truth, make a different meaning of reality if you wanted to. Maybe you like this reality that you're creating right now. The world is your oyster, kiddo. So make what you want of this reality. They're saying we're not trying to downplay the sadness that you're experiencing or the melancholy. We're not trying to, if you're feeling hurt by life, we are not trying to downplay that. But we're also saying, like, this schism inside your brain, you have allowed that to be planted here. If you're feeling misery stemming from your own thought processes, we'll gently allow that to be released and replace it with something else that doesn't cause so much mental and emotional pain to you. How do you do that? What do you want life to be? If you could choose what life is, if you could choose what the meaning of life is, what would you choose it to be? Does it have to be imposed upon you from the outside, or can it be what you choose? What do you think it is? What is the meaning of life? Okay, then take life by the hands, shape it like the clay that it is with your hands. Shape life. Life is clay. Life is the clay that is in your hands, and you will shape it into what you feel it needs to be. With the love from your heart, you will shape life into what it needs to be for you. What is most satisfying to you. Shape it into that. Trust that you have the talent and the ability to do so. People are shaping and creating realities all the time. You are, without even realizing it, doing it even now. So if you want that reality to be different, shape it into something different. They're saying sometimes we get too attached. Sometimes the other thing that can happen is we get too attached to our identity as a shaper of reality. We get tired of playing God. We get tired of being the creative designer of our lives. You think, wow, I mean, why can't someone come along and be like a big brother to me and do it for me? Do I have to make all of the decisions on how life is designed? It's exhausting to do all of that. I just want to live within life that perhaps someone else has designed, you know, so there are different, we can never be satisfied. We think it's coming. Life is being shaped around us externally, and we feel lost. We feel disconnected because of it. And then on the other hand, what if we become really good at manifesting life as we want it to be, and then we're like, it becomes a feeling of a burden. I'm always having to shape life. I'm always having to shape life. Well, we'll always find a way to feel crucified by life. It's easy to always find a way. Our mind will help us to do it very easily, to find a way to feel crucified by existing. Just to exist, it feels that we are being so crucified. We're judging, we're being judged. Nothing is ever good enough. We're never good enough for other people. Feels like we're going through the motions. It's the moments then that we have appreciation, that we really appreciate our lives. And we can have these moments no matter what is happening in our life. We can be going through very hard times. We can be going through great times. Either way, we can have these moments of just sheer appreciation. And those are the moments we need to pay the most attention to. When you're having those moments, start to pay more attention to them. What are those moments telling you? They're telling you more about this truth of reality that you're wanting to know. Those moments of appreciation are helping you to understand what life is all about. So if you're seeking truth, seek the truth in those moments. Those are the moments of greatest illumination of truth. When we have so much sheer appreciation and joie de vie, those are the moments that give us the greatest insights into what life really is. That's where the answer will be found. That's where you will solve this dilemma that is causing you to feel melancholy and disconnected and out of place, and that you don't know what the point of life is. In those moments, you will understand the point of life. Lean into that. Allow the truth of what life is all about to settle into your very being in those moments. Give space for it. Give space for it to settle in those moments when you feel truly appreciative of life. Just so full of, wow, life is pretty great. I feel really good about life. I feel great about life, in fact. In those moments when you feel that way, allow yourself to fully feel it and align yourself like you would a prism with the light of those moments. And when you do that, the truth of what reality is all about will be made very clear to you. It will be made very obvious to you. So that is the general message. All right. Well, thank you for those of you who watched. And I'm going to go ahead now and get on into the pick a card portion. Hello, group 1, my devil group. You devilish devils, you. I'm trying to get this into the light a little bit. You know, when you're dealing with natural lighting, it can be a bit tough sometimes. But anyway, it's a pretty cool card. So yeah, I mean, the timestamp is pretty late in the video because we did a general reading at the beginning. So some of you may have watched that, some of you maybe didn't. I thought it was pretty cool. It was helpful to me, and so I appreciate it, at least on a personal level. And hopefully maybe someone else could appreciate it as well. But let's get into your reading, group 1, my devil group. So the person who is going to reach out to you, this person that you're thinking of, what are they going to say when they reach out? We have the Emperor card coming out. What does this mean for them? Knight of Swords, what does it mean in their energy towards you? 9 of Wands. Okay. I think basically there are some things that they've been wanting to say for a while that they're not really sure how you will feel about them. I'm trying to get a little bit more light in here. Just things a bit. Okay. It's a bit better. Yeah, it's like they've been holding back, right? They have this over their throat chakra. But they want to speak some truths and help you to understand who they are and what they're about and what they want out of life. But they kind of are seeing that what they want to say, they feel like you probably would kind of guess it anyway, what they're wanting to explain to you about themselves. They want to talk about themselves, Emperor card, because the Emperor is, Emperor knows what they're about, they know who they are, and this is what they want to express to you. They've been holding it back, even though they know that you probably already are aware of what this truth is about themselves. But they also feel like maybe you are not ready to hear it, or that you've not been ready to hear it, which is why they haven't said it yet. They don't want to create unrest between the two of you. They don't want to cause problems between the two of you. But they do feel like communicating this could potentially cause problems. It could be something that makes... We have 2 5 cards here, 5 of Swords and 5 of Cups. They feel like maybe it might... They want to say some truth about themselves, and they're like afraid that you will somehow take it personally when it isn't meant to be personal about you, or that you will feel diminished in some way by them saying what their truth is about themselves. So what is this truth? If we can kind of get an idea of what it is. We have the 8 of Cups, the Chariot, and the 10 of Wands. They're going somewhere. I feel like they're going somewhere. It almost makes me feel like they're going somewhere in their career. They're going somewhere in their career. So something's taking off in their career. And they do want to talk to you about it because they're a little bit... I think they're happy that things are taking off in their career, but they're also, I don't know, like they're feeling the burden of it. The heavy expectations with this 10 of Wands. So there's a part of themselves that's a little bit torn. You know, with the 8 of Cups, it makes us feel torn. We know that what we're moving into is better for us. So whatever this career change is, you know, it's taking off. It's a good thing, but it's also a bit overwhelming. But so, I mean, I guess they're afraid of telling you this because they feel that maybe it will make you feel less than in some way. That maybe you'll compare yourselves to what's happening in their life. But that's not their intention. Their intention in talking to you about it is just because it's a real thing that they're going through, and they are proud of themselves, and they want to have that ability to express that they're proud of themselves. You know, it's just like they want to be able to like share with you their good fortune, basically. And I think that they feel that you would understand, that you would have a sense of understanding about why this is special to them. Maybe what's taking off in their career is also something that you wanted for yourself, and that's why you would understand why it feels good. But at the same time, they're like, well, that's the same reason why group one might feel a little bit hurt hearing about it or something, or like feel left out, or you know what I mean. So anyway, they want to be able to share their good news with you, because I think they want to be able to approach this from a positive mindset. They need help doing that. I mean, they do feel positive about it, but like I said, there's a little bit of that, like, ooh, you know, like life is changing, and it's, you know, can always be a little bit uncomfortable. But yeah, they want to be able to seize this moment and claim this moment, and they just want to be able to share it with you. So that's interesting. Anything else that this person is going to say to you? I feel like primarily what they want to say is to share their good news. And, you know, I will say also, like, this person really loves you. And they do feel like you deserve all the best in life. You know, which is why they're, like, trying to approach this carefully, you know. Because they don't want you to get hurt by it. But, again, as I said, they want to be able to share their good news. All right, so that's what I'm getting. I mean, that's the message. That's what this person's going to be talking to you about. I think they've been kind of holding back because they've wanted to say it for a while, and they just haven't found the words, or haven't been able to overcome this hesitation that they have. But that's it. You can let me know, guys, if that turns out to be true. But thank you, Devil Group, for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2. You chose the Hermit card. This is your reading. And there's also a general reading at the beginning, and there's a timestamp for that, if you're just curious and you want to tune in. But here in this one, we're asking the question, what is this person on your mind? What are they going to say to you when they reach out to you soon? So, had a very interesting message in group 1. So let's see what it is for group 2. What's this person going to say to you? Okay. So we've got the Strength card. What does this mean for this person? 10 of Wands, and what does it mean for how they're approaching you, or how they're putting, okay, 10 of Swords, okay, interesting. So we got the Strength card flanked by 2 10 cards. Okay, I mean, basically this person is speaking to some sort of understanding that the two of you are both confronting significant challenges right now, right? They're seeing themselves as the 10 of Wands. They're seeing you as the 10 of Swords. And they're coming through, their message as a message of strength. So I think they're basically saying, like, hey, we can do this. You know, like, yeah, we're going through tough times right now, but I just want to encourage you and make you understand, like, you can do it. I can do it. We can do it. We are going to be okay. Give me a little bit more information here. Yeah, I mean, it's really just that. I mean, I feel like this person feels that you have comforted them as well and encouraged them and sort of been there for them to lift their spirits through these hard times, and they appreciate that, so they might be saying something about that as well, like, hey, I really appreciated those words of encouragement you gave to me, and I want to make sure you know that I appreciate that. I want to make sure that you know that I also see you being able to get through this. I definitely know that it's not easy. I feel like they might also say something about, like, they might apologize for some kind of social awkwardness. Like, they might say something like, you know, I wanted to be able to say this to you and I just felt awkward, or I'm sorry that I wasn't, I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is, but it feels like some sort of apology or acknowledging a social awkwardness on their part, where like maybe they didn't know how to show up for you in a certain moment just because maybe they were feeling awkward, or they were feeling their own sort of social anxiety, or they couldn't find the words before, but then they're like, okay, I wasn't able to, you know, express this encouragement to you before for whatever reason, but I just want to reach out now. You know, I've figured out how to say it now, or I've figured out how to show it to you now, and I just want you to know that I see good things for you. I believe in you. Okay, what else is this person going to say? I mean, I think it's something, they might also share with you something about where they're wanting their life to go right now, even though they have trouble believing in themselves. So like, I have these dreams, I have these goals for how I'm going to get through these challenges and come out the other side of them. I'm still struggling to believe that I can do that, or believe that I'm worthy of that. But they're saying, like, I'm believing in myself more and more. Like, I'm feeling more like I can do it. I'm feeling more optimistic. I can see my own potential now more clearly, and it makes me feel good about myself. I feel like there's something that you're trying to do with your life, or that you have been trying to do with your life, that this person knows about, and they know that you've come across some sort of struggles or obstacles, and they weren't really sure what to say about it. They weren't really sure if they had any helpful things to say about it. But they were paying attention, you know, like I feel like this person was definitely listening and absorbing what you were saying about what you're trying to do with your life. It helped them a lot to understand their own predicament. And it also helped them to understand a little bit more how they could take actions, take realistic actions towards what they were trying to do with their life. So anyway, your life journey has given this person strength because they also see that you're going through challenges. And that's basically what they're going to be expressing. It's like, hey, you've given me a lot of support. Thank you for sharing your own struggles with me and your own, you know, like telling me about what you're doing, you know, what you've been doing, the efforts that you've been making, and being open and being vulnerable about that, basically, it feels like what they're going to say. Yeah, I mean, overall, you give this, I don't know how much of this they're openly going to share, but they're going to be talking about this general theme of what I've been saying here. They're going to be bringing up, like, encouragement. Thank you for the encouragement. Let me encourage you type of thing. But yeah, there's something about your energy that makes this person feel a lot more confident that they can take on the world. So it's like, even though they're feeling more confident, they do see that maybe like you yourself are having a lot of self-doubt right now. They think you're feeling maybe, I don't know if judged is the word, but they feel like, it's almost like they feel like you may feel as though like an uncomfortable spotlight is on you right now in your life. Like everyone's watching and paying attention to what you're doing, and it's like, it's not helpful to have all these eyes on you, so many people passing judgment or evaluating you because you're struggling, you know, like it's hard enough to be struggling and trying to make something happen, but like when a whole bunch of people are like gawking at you and like watching you like flop around trying to figure it out, they're like, oh my God, I would die if I had to put up with that. I would die. I have the death card here. I know that's a little bit dramatic, but yeah, they're like, wow, it's tough to be going through hard times and then to have it all put on like display for everyone to pass judgment and all of that. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like this person basically tries to put themselves in your shoes a lot, and it's coming from a place of respect, because they do respect you for how you're handling all of this that you're going through. And also, like, they're learning from it. It's helping them to gain more of a sense of personal empowerment over their own circumstances. So anyway, anything else that this person will be saying? So for those of you who this is a romantic connection, I do get the Lovers, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, I do feel like basically they'll also be saying something about trying to make plans or something, or trying to do something, like make some sort of solid plan or solid goal that is for the two of you. Like, hey, let's try to make such and such happen. Let's plan this. Let's nail this down. Something along those lines. Is it making plans? Or they're going to say something that makes it obvious to you that they do care about you. So it could just be, I care about you. I miss you. I've been missing you. I miss you when I don't see you, or I miss you when I don't talk. It's like something along those lines. There's something they will say as well that makes it obvious that they care about you in a significant way. And I feel like also they have not been able to express that. We have Ace of Cups reversed, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Like, there's been something that's been blocking their ability to tell you that they miss you, or to tell you that they care about you. So they might bring that up too. It's like, I haven't been able to speak to you lately because of X, Y, or Z, but I think about you a lot, or I miss you. It's like they're definitely trying to make up for lost communication or something, or their lost ability to speak encouraging words to you is a definite theme here. But yeah, I mean, this person really believes in you. That, I mean, this is, you know, I don't want to just keep saying the same things, but like, I guess to summarize, a lot of the message will be about how they believe in you. They feel that you've believed in them. They really appreciate that. And they want to make sure that you know how much you mean to them. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much, Group 2, for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, Group 3, welcome to your reading. You had a pretty cool timestamp there, 4244. I don't know what it means, but anyways, let's get into your reading. So let's find out what this person that's on your mind is going to say to you when they reach out soon. So I went into this thinking this was going to be a romantic reading, but the messages have been pretty platonic, which means it could be coming from a romantic person, but it could also be from like a friend or family member or coworker or anyone who's not romantic as well. Obviously, coworker could also be romantic, but you know what I mean. Like, this could be a message from anyone on your mind, but there haven't been a lot of specifically romantic messages, but maybe, who knows, maybe you all will break the mold. We'll see what's going to happen here. Okay, we had the Four of Wands. What does this mean for them? What does this mean for their energy towards you? I feel like this person wants to get together with you, and that's what they're going to be talking about. So the Four of Wands, which is like events, like things happening. Their energy is a Chariot, like wanting to make it happen. They're seeing you as the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like they want to make plans. So they're going to say, let's make plans, or, hey, there's this such and such event coming up. I wanted to talk to you about that so we can make sure that we're going to see each other at that. Something along those lines. Tell me more. It's like, I'm looking forward. It could also be like, I'm looking forward to seeing you at such and such event. So maybe there's an upcoming event. Could be like a mutual friend's wedding or something. I don't know. Some sort of event coming up. It could be anything. I gave that as an example, but like some event coming up, it feels to me. And they're like, hey, I'm looking forward to seeing you at this event. And or it could be making plans, right? But I think for a lot of you, this is an event that already exists, and they do feel like you probably will be there, and they're probably going to be there, and they're looking forward to seeing you there, and they're going to say this to you. Looking forward to seeing you. It also feels like maybe this person is bringing up a memory from the past. And it's a memory that makes them really happy. 6 of Cups. But we also have 3 of Swords, and you're the 10 of Wands here. So I think it's a memory that it could be, it's like, they remember it fondly, even though there could be elements of this memory that are kind of sad. And on your end, it could be a memory that is more sad than it is good. But I think that they're bringing it up in a naive to that kind of way. Like they're not bringing it up because they want to bother you or like remind you of something that is hurtful. They're not really thinking of it that way. They're not trying to remind you of something uncomfortable, basically. They're bringing it up because it's a good memory for them. And they are assuming that it's a good memory for you as well, even though there might have been something that painful that happened. Maybe even for both of you, there was something painful about it, but it's also still a good memory for them at the same time. And it's a memory that makes them feel very connected to you. So I would just say try to give this person a little bit of a grace, because they're definitely not trying to hurt your feelings or anything when they bring this up. I do feel like there's an interesting energy between the two of you. We have 2 pages here, and then in between it we have the 5 of Pentacles, which says some give more. There could be moments when both of you have like inadvertently hurt the other one's feelings, or something, and it's like there was not, the intention wasn't actually there. It's like a weird ping pong effect that has happened sometimes. Yeah, 8 of Swords, like people putting their foot in their mouth or just saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing, and the intention was not to hurt either person. Okay, so anyway, this person is going to say to you, I'm looking forward to seeing you at such and such event. Hey, you remember that one time when such and such happened? That's such a great memory. Anyway, this person is really stoked to talk to you as well. Like they're really happy to reconnect with you. They're more happy and stoked for even just to be talking to you at all. And I feel like you on your end have a little bit of misgivings about it. Like, I don't know, it's like hearing from this person seems to remind you of a lot of memories that maybe you would rather not remember. But they're just, you know, they're all focused on the positive, so because they're so happy to see you and happy to communicate with you, they're not really thinking about all that. Or maybe there's certain aspects of the past that you remind them of, or that they remind you of, rather, that they're not totally aware of how all of that affects you or something. Yeah, they're just happy to see you. And happy to talk to you. Yeah, I mean, that's it. They're happy to see you and happy to talk to you. I'm not sure what else to say. Like, what else will this person be saying? Yeah, just, I mean, basically this person is very genuine. They're looking forward to seeing you. They're happy to talk to you. They think you're great. You both have inadvertently kind of stepped on each other's toes before, but I feel like this person isn't really focused on that or thinking about that in the moment when they're reaching out to you. But the communication from them might be reminding you of things from your past that are not easy to remember. And I don't think that these uneasy memories are specifically things that they have said and done. I think it's just like maybe generally speaking, they're bringing back this flood of memories and emotions for you. And so I think the guidance from your spirit guides is, you know, to take it one step at a time with this. If there's something about this communication that does feel unsettling or uncomfortable to you, don't panic. Allow yourself the proper time to respond. You don't have to respond quickly. You know, you can slowly gather your thoughts and your feelings, and don't allow yourself to feel pressured, because this person is definitely not trying to make you feel pressure anyway. You know, it's okay to say like, yeah, I'm not sure what my response is to that right now. Can you give me a minute? You know, it does feel like in your energy, you might need a little bit of time to kind of think out what you want to say in response to them, even though they're definitely coming through. I mean, this is like happy little chihuahua energy is what I'm getting from them, you know. There's only good intentions, but that doesn't mean that your reaction is any less valid, you know, because your feelings are your feelings, your reactions are your reactions, and it's okay to take your time with it. And it's okay for you to express like, hey, I'm not sure how I'm feeling right now. Let me get back to you. That's perfectly acceptable. All right, group 3, thank you for watching. If you need a personal reading, I've got links down below, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.